Welcome to Planet Pluto Pseudo.
Tango, 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 woo, woo, bravo, 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 hey, hey, tango, tango, tango. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, aka Key Lolo. And yo, y'all know who it is? Y'all look at that little glare coming from my finger. That's the oracle. You see that? You see that aura coming from my finger? Oh, there she is, guys. The one and only Cheryl Morrow, aka the Hair Oracle. We are coming to you live and direct from cool Cleveland, Ohio. Is it warm and sunny San Diego?
Come on now.
I'm so
nice.
sick of
well, we had a little rain.
Yay! San Diego had rain. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Planet Pluto Pseudo. Cheryl is just always just in beautiful sunny San Diego. But y'all got a little rain today, right?
We got a little rain. We did.
A little rain. Or did you have to use an umbrella or you just ran to the car?
Oh, it was enough to run to the car.
Oh, you see that? If you don't live in San Diego, dude, you ain't living. I hate to say that, guys. I hate to say that. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We got the Bomb Podcast live stream going down today. I don't want to hear nothing about it's warm in ATL. Rashida like, it was 75 in Atlanta. So what? So what? So what? So what? It was a little chilly in Cleveland, but I don't know. It's supposed to snow Sunday.
Oh,
well, technically, it's still winter, so we're up. We cool for a little, still some cool weather, but we have the dopest podcast tonight. It is all about what is happening in Georgia. There is so much going on social media. Of course, I did have the House bills and the Senate bill numbers mixed up. Kay like Ladosha. It's Senate. I'm like, okay. So Kay Cantrell is going to be joining us in a moment. She's in the green room trying to get her phone and everything together. We will not be able to have Mrs. Kay Kendricks from the Georgia State Board of Cosmetology. She is tending to some family business this evening, and so she is in our prayers and all that good stuff. So perhaps we can get her back on at some later date. But don't worry, Kay Cantrell is going to definitely fill us in with all of the right information so we can get down to the nitty gritty about what is happening in Georgia with their cosmetology license. Now, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I got some of these stupid things called braces. I gotta get used to them. Yeah, you wait till you turn 85 and your teeth and everything just starts falling apart when you get old. Any hoot. We are welcoming some people in the chat. Y'all come on in. The numbers are growing. That's right. Come on in. I want you guys to keep your helmets on. You are on Planet Pluto Pseudo, and this is America's favorite podcast. All right. For Afro textured hair, but Planet Pluto Pseudo is specifically for licensed professionals and all of you hair aficionados. So if you are one of those people who are like, ooh, I just love everything about hair, and I just want to know the backdrop, and but I want the truth. All right. So it is myself, Ladosha Wright, aka Key Lolo, and then you have Cheryl Morrow, aka the Hair Oracle. Together we have combined experiences. I am a cosmetologist and a certified master colorist via Fermisi. Cheryl is a cosmetic trichologist. She's also the heiress to the California Curl Empire, and she is the editor-in-chief of the SD Monitor News, not to mention my business partner. She knows gonna throw that in there. I just profess that, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna have a wonderful podcast tonight. You guys are probably going to have a lot of questions. If you have any questions, post the live. Please drop your questions in the chat, and anything about what's happening in Atlanta, we will direct those questions directly to Kay Cantrell and Mrs. Kay Kendricks, the chair of the State Board of Cosmetology and Barbering in Atlanta, so that we will not be giving you any fake information. After all, this is Planet Pluto Pseudo, so it wouldn't be a good idea for us to be, giving out some fake news. You know what I'm saying, Cheryl? So it's in our best interest to just let y'all hear it from the horse's mouth. All right. So we're gonna go ahead on. We got some super shout outs to some people in the chat. I see you. I got my BFF. Who chronicled the situation down in Atlanta, and let me just show you what she's bragging about. With her little nice little boo-boos, okay? So that's our BFF, Rashida Ali, and she is a de facto ATLien via Cleveland, but she traded for us. It's all good. My big brother Maurice is in the chat. What's happening, Eileen? We are so glad we got Eileen from South Carolina. It's in the chat. Miss LB LaWanda Bennett said, hey, she got somewhere to go, but she'll be back with us come Monday. And we see Kay is in the green room, and we're going to be bringing her in, and momentarily I'm just watching her get herself together. So again, this particular platform is, I think this is our 25th episode. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's going.
Man, we are 25 episodes into Planet Pluto Pseudo, and we have been giving you guys some pure and unadulterated facts about the barber and cosmetology industry, as well as the natural hair community, whenever we can get the facts, because they always change it. But nonetheless, they are legitimate. We got a lightweight hating, but they for real though. We can't hate. We got to keep it 100. So, and then like I said, this is where you're going to get the facts at. So tonight it's all about Georgia. We've got some wonderful clips and footage about our journey, and give you guys the real huggy lowdown of what's happening. I want to bring in the beautiful, illustrious, intelligent, brilliant Miss Kay Kendricks. Oh, she just went back out. I think she'll be coming in. There she is. She's like, leave me alone, Ladosha. We see you back there in the green room. You're going to come on in, and I want you guys to be nice to Miss Kay. Let's not be, let me be all, what I'm saying? Cheryl, tell her to be nice in the chat.
Be nice in the chat. Okay.
All right. And then, Cheryl, you probably want to wipe your film, your screen on your, whatever you call that lens. Clearly, I am not tech savvy. I'm like that little thing up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in beautiful Kay Cantrell. We're going to do our Get Reels, and then we're going to go ahead and hop into the topic tonight. But we want Kay to get a little kick for what's happening here on Planet Pluto Pseudo. So are we ready for the one and only Mrs. Kay?
Yes.
All right, okay, let's give Miss Kay a big old-fashioned round of applause. Come on, y'all. Drop some hands in the chat. All right, she's coming through. Come on, keep them going. All right, can we bring her in? Keep them claps coming. Here she is. Hey! There she is, standing ovation.
Hello.
Yes, that's right, Kay. We got us a little sound white. Kay, like,
You hear me?
oh, look, Easter shirt on. She looking good. We
Not
all
Easter.
coordinated. Look at that, Cheryl. We got the black. We got the little Cheryl got all. They got the plaid. You know, we used to say, Cheryl, back in high school. I mean, junior high school, when somebody wore like checkers. You know what we would say? Y'all ready? My brother is in the chat. This is gonna be real funny. If you came to high school, you had them checkers on like Cheryl. We would say, all them checks can't even cash it.
Corny.
All them checks can't even cash them. That's the hair oracle rocking it out with, and then we got Miss Kay Cantrell with the texture on. Y'all see how we coordinated up in here? Come on, y'all, put your hands together for the three lovely ladies of Planet Pluto Pseudo. Here we go again. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, so Kay, you're being very well received already. Y'all come on in. We got our
Hi,
is in
everyone.
the house. We got everybody coming through tonight. See how we treat you, Kay? You can't say we ain't roll out the red carpet.
I see.
They like, y'all for real. All right, so what we're gonna do, Kay, is we play these little reels, right? And it's about like get real. We're just trying to get the audience all warmed up. They're typically very funny, and they're all about hair. And I strictly pulled them from TikTok because if you ain't on TikTok and what's not, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's where all the bad stuff is at. Cheryl is like, I don't know about that, but hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to build your audience on TikTok, just put Cheryl on your TikTok. I have grown for 2,000 followers because of Cheryl, who's not even on TikTok all like that. So Cheryl, I just want to tell you how much I love you for growing my audience.
I love you, baby. No problem.
Oh my God. I mean, I could drop Cheryl's video on TikTok, okay, and you see him on there. I get like 3,000 likes. I put my hairstyle for like 2. I'm like, ain't that what the hell? So I'm gonna use her up. I'm just gonna use her up. All right, so come on, guys, let's get real. So which one you want to do, Kay? We'll let you go for. Do you want to get really paid or you want to get a real haircut? Which one do you want to? How you want to get it started off? You pick it, Kay.
A real haircut.
All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna get a real haircut. Here we go.
Ba-do, 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 ba-do. Do ba do boo do, a boo ba do ba do boo ba do, a do ba do ba do, a do ba do ba do do, a do ba do ba do, a do ba do ba do ba do, a do ba do.
Dog. Come on, man.
Okay.
What are they doing down there? Asians tripping.
They said trust the process. Come on, y'all. If you trust the process, you know that we always say that, okay? All right, y'all in the chat, y'all know Miss Sandra E gonna be coming through in a minute, reminding you guys to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to share the content because the channel is growing really, really good. So, Kay, what do you think about that get real haircut?
I really want to know what's the requested service. What did she go in and ask for?
She said trust the process. Sure, you know how they used to sit in your chair like, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Sounds about right.
Hey, Frida, you up next. This is my homegirl Frida in the chat. She said, what the All right. Okay. So look at what's it? We got the SHS Shaw High School marching band that's in the chat said, come on, man. All right, okay. So we got the real
that's
haircut.
Savannah High School marching band.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, I said Shaw. Excuse me. Okay. Even though I was trying to take off. All right. So now we're gonna get really paid. Sure, you want to get really paid? She said, pay her. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's get really paid. And here we go.
Paid.
Get really paid. Okay, just finished this wonderful natural hairstyle. Let me just fold my little cape. All right, now let me see how I'm gonna pay. Let me see Cash App, Zelle, what's that, PayPal. Let me call baby mama. Okay, let me go for it. Gotta go. Sir.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Wow.
Kay, like y'all. Kay.
Okay, so she ain't heard of Pay First?
Man, Pope. See, this is I'm not hating on the loss.
She didn't hear about Pay First.
It really don't.
It's deposits now. Deposits first.
Damn.
And we'll hold your card.
I mean, he acted like he was looking for something. Did y'all see? I'm like, he like, let me see PayPal.
Right. PayPal. Yeah, right.
Oh man, I really hope that was a skit. I just want to pray in my heart that you don't think it was a skit.
No,
okay, how many people in the chat think that was a skit?
No, because she said, "Excuse me."
Maybe she's in acting classes. How many people in the chat think homeboy really got out on her? They like, wow. He bounced. I mean, as soon as when he was like, boom, boom, she was like, hey, what's going on? Just what's the purpose of you stopping me? He was like, kicked her out. She was just kicking at me a while ago.
Where do you find these?
On TikTok. Go on TikTok and just type in hair and you will get the funniest stuff ever. Okay. All right. So the chat is pretty full. That means everybody is ready to hear from Miss Kay Cantrell. So Kay, tell everybody, aside from being like the prettiest girl in Atlanta,
That's right.
I hope my teeth will come out as beautiful as yours. So Kay, tell everybody. Hold on, y'all, right quick. We got Mr. Kafele is in the chat. Hold on, I'm sorry. We got to give the one and only Mr. Kafele a big old round of applause. Here we go. Bow down, everybody. Oh, hail Kafele. All right, that's New York's finest.
Kafele said that was a skit.
He said that was a skit. Okay, all right, okay. So he thinks that was a skit.
Mr. Tondo is from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's in the house. Yeah, he would know. She got her little cape on. Post.
I ain't trying to read you, Tondo.
All right, so Kay, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do in Atlanta when it comes to hair, being an entrepreneur. And I've been scrolling your page, so if you missed something, I'm just gonna tell you. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm a stalker, So tell everybody who you are.
Well, I am Kay Kendricks. I am a business owner. Have multiple storefronts, multiple salons, traditional and non-traditional. I moved here to Atlanta. I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia, still a Georgia girl. Moved here to Atlanta to expand the business. Not too long after COVID happened. So, we're still in business, but
that's just right.
And we still have plans to expand. But in the midst of all of that, while I've been here, just recently just became more active in our licensures and bills and politics and things of that nature. I've always been someone who's been involved in my community through nonprofits, through volunteering, through things of that nature. But to have something like this come to us, it just really lit a fire to me. And I'm like, listen, if somebody, are we not hearing what's going on? But
nobody really knew that.
No.
Yeah,
and by the time I even knew, and I'm usually like ear to the streets, but The
Because we
time
called Kay up
I
like,
found out, it had
okay.
already passed the Senate.
Yeah, Kay was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what's happening there?
Wait a
Now,
minute. It was
go ahead. What
crazy.
you gonna say,
No,
Cheryl?
no, no. It was just nuts.
It was really nuts. So, what is it about tell everybody what the bill is? And we're going to show
Mhm.
you guys a clip of how it got started, but give everybody a backdrop because I had the numbers mixed up. Rashida on the chat checking me. Forget you, Rashida. Kay already jumped in the chat and checked me like Ladosha. And this is why we need to have the people on the podcast, which, by the way, Cheryl, one of the things that our lovely supporters and family actors to do was to have people guests on the show. So we're doing exactly what you guys asked us to do, and this is why, because sometimes we mess things up. But tell us a little bit give us a backdrop of what's happening in Atlanta with the barber and cosmetology and aesthetics, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So it started basically with Senate Bill 354, Senate Bill 354. And what that bill is proposing is to deregulate. They're trying to say that's not the word, that they're not trying to deregulate, but it's absolutely what's happening. They're wanting to deregulate cosmetology in a sense that if you do certain services or you provide certain services or you do certain techniques, that you're not required to have a license. So for example, if you're blow dry styling, or you're utilizing any type of equipment, hot curling irons, anything of that nature, flat irons, any type of hot tools, that you won't be required to have a license. So this pretty much puts anyone who wants to open up shop or go into a salon or anything of that nature, if they want to blow dry style, utilize curling irons, flat irons, or anything of that nature, they don't have to have a license. So that's basically that's
AKA,
the basis of right. That's the basis of SB 354.
And Cheryl, what do you have to say to that request? Because we see this happening across the United States. I'll admit, I really didn't think it would come to Georgia, but sure, you've been around this a lot longer than Kay and I have. So, what is your take on these types of pushes to extrapolate certain services in both barbering, cosmetology, and aesthetics?
Well, I think lawmakers are assuming that this is just innate, and just because you technically maybe can do it with your fingers and hands and you just know the procedures, that the expertise is just something you pick up along the way. And then someone's gonna, like Kay or you, right, may just find it in the kindness of your heart to just give someone some mentoring, and they'll just vicariously pick it up by standing next to some professional who has extensive training. And I don't know if they're saying don't go get higher education. They just want to get you and push you through so you can be part of the tax system. And it's so unfortunate because that also what the school does and what training and education does, it gives you the confidence to create a career, not just a job. And I don't think they see it that way. And that's why we have to go down there and convince them otherwise.
All right. So everybody in the chat's very full. So can everybody in the chat, how many people, after you heard Kay give you the huggy lowdown, and then Cheryl broke down the rationale, how many people in the chat, yes or no, feels like you really don't need a cosmetology license to shampoo, blow dry, flat iron? What was the other services they said that they
Makeup,
needed? Go ahead, break it down.
Makeup was included in that as well, not having to have a license for
What
makeup.
waxing?
What about the barbering? What do they want? They said
Depending on the beard work, barbering for beard work, or any type of trimming.
So no license for beard work. I guess like the little lineups and stuff, like trim stuff. No license for that. No license for makeup, and then no license for shampoo, blow dry, flat iron, a la silk press.
Wasn't it also waxing?
Waxing,
I believe
I
wax.
would have to. Waxing
Yeah,
was
it
in
was
the bill HB 349,
Okay.
Right.
but SB 354, I would have to triple check that one.
Okay.
Because I know specifically shampoo, blow dry, and the hot tools and makeup.
Okay.
And waxing was an HB 349 to add a licensure for hair removal.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. So there you have two different bills, which we're gonna go through all of that. So everybody in the chat, do you really think, you know what? You don't necessarily need a license. You know, you just going straighten Kay and Ladosha hair out. Sure, got a little ponytail. I don't need no license for that. And Ladosha got a beard. I see it. I can line that little mustache up right there. And you know, Kay, I can put them lips on. I don't need no license for that. Ernisa already, she's got something to say. She said,
Oh boy, here come
she
Ernisa.
said, that's very interesting. Okay, all right, y'all on fire. So she, Ernisa, like, listen here, cut through the chase, motherfuckers. You need a license. I hear you, Ernisa. I can feel that coming through. Just your photo said, you know, you need a license, Kay. I told you, Kay, this is America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. You are on Planet Pluto Pseudo, and tonight's topic is all about what is happening with those licenses in Georgia. So let's give you guys a little quick video of how it all got started. And then again, Kay is going to get more into the details of it, but it's about a minute. So get ready. Don't forget to answer the question. Do you really think you don't need a license? Come on, Key Lolo, you bugging. All right, Kay, here's how it all got started. All right, here we go.
Barefaced with bad news. We are in trouble. And I'm going to be really quick. There is a bill, Bill 354, that is up to go to the floor. And what this bill is proposing, it is attempting to deregulate licensing for barbers and cosmetologists.
Oh, hell no. Key Lolo and the Hair Oracle, we are on our way. What's up, good people? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha, Wright, a.k.a. Key Lolo. Just letting y'all know, the Oracle and I, with our entourage, we made it here to where? There it is, the beauty. Ronda Brothers, we'll be back.
I remember your organization.
Can I answer the question?
No, sir.
No, I can't answer the question. No. Is this a town hall?
Sir.
Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off.
You're an invited guest.
I know I'm trying to answer the question.
But let me just say something to you.
You told me they couldn't answer the
Right,
question.
let me say something to you. Isis Brantley, sir, made a mistake. I want you to listen to that. Let that sink in. That happened over 30 years ago. I know. She made a mistake. It was a wave of naturalness and everybody was excited. Your attorneys exploited it, sir.
All right, that's right, John. Rosita, you hear that, Kay?
Listen, I am so glad. I'm so glad that you all have the footage of Cheryl of that entire exchange.
Yes. We go. I got you. I think I got some of you in there too.
And if you guys don't mind, I wanted to explain that a little deeper.
Go ahead.
Because, and let me just say this. It's not that the experience of Miss Brantley was not real. But here's the key. History keeps going. And as time goes by, you find out that now, in terms of when other people saturate your market, because at this point, Miss Brantley is supposed to be a legend, or a person who has reached the pinnacle. Well, guess what? A person who has not applied themselves like she has, a person who doesn't have as much experiences as she does. She is prideful about how she applies and what tension she applies, and she is a professional. She does, and she's a celebrity braid technician as well, and a loctician, and things of that involve natural hair. Well, a person now does not have to go through any of that and will compete with her probably on a higher vibration and eat her lunch. And now she has all this experience. So we don't understand what we're doing about saying what you don't need. We said that 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and Mr. Kafele can understand. We say these things 25 years ago, but when they pull your hair and things are done improperly, and then we have to go back and clean it up. And so now New York State now wants to say, oh, we need history. We need the backdrop story. We need education. We need higher salon métier in terms of application and techniques and maneuvers and methods and things of that nature. So now, where are we? And that is my statement about she was on the wrong side of history at that point. And so now 24 years later, what do we have? We still want to preserve the high culture. We want to preserve the high art of application and knowledge and history and things of that nature. We want mentoring. We want all these things that come with education. At the end of the day, she was on the wrong side of history. And that is what we have to make sure that we think about when we join professional associations and think tanks, so we don't get out here and have to clean up our shit after 25, 30 years. That was making that statement.
Okay. All right. Now, what I would like to ask you, Kay, because I got a clip. I'm waiting for it to upload. But you to me, now I'm not saying no other people. Let me just put my mic up, because I know people like, y'all just trying to act like Kay was the only person. Well, I'm just saying what I know. We got the receipts. Okay. We have the receipts, okay? And we got Miss Natasha. I sent you in the chat, Miss Great, okay? So, Kay, you were the bold person to confront. Now, this is a Ladosha. Planet Pluto Pseudo is not all on Ladosha's, tip, but I'm going to call the Institute for Justice the enemy, okay? But you had to confront that very large and extremely powerful organization by yourself. So what I would like to know, number one, is how did you get the cojones to do it? Number one. Because I mean that's very I mean, at least in Cleveland, we had step posse up in we had a slew of us. But you slayed this dragon. Y'all know she ain't nothing but a $105. You know what I'm saying?
Right. She a little thing, y'all.
Yes. Add a good 25 to that.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. Catch this sweater. So how did you muster up enough cojones, to really confront this organization that's extremely powerful? You don't have the money. You don't have the connections. You're not an attorney. So how were you able to confront that? I got the clip. It just uploaded. So share with us, how did you muster up the nerves to confront this because they was bold to come into your town and with your people. They had cosmetologists with them on their side. So take it away.
Well, first of all, I come from a tribe and ancestry of bold women.
All right.
Shout out to Emily and Lucille, the late, and Maxine. Bold women, yes.
Can we get a bomb? Can we get a bomb?
Yes.
Can we get a bomb? Come on, now we got to get a bomb. Go ahead.
We're waiting on a bomb.
The bomb got to come from all the way up there.
That's all right. That's all right. But in addition to that, I've also family members who have marched and who have been a part of civil rights movement. So, mustering up that and understanding my heritage, as well as understanding the fight that we're in. If someone has to do it, someone has to do it. And thankfully, I've been able to partner with other organizations to assist with coming along and being a part of that fight. So thankfully, there are few that will step up and assist with the fight. But you have to, you if you don't do it, who will? If you don't step up, who will? We can complain, we can talk about what isn't and what we don't like and what shouldn't be and what should be. But if you don't address the people that are making the decisions, the people that we put into office, then those things will continue to be what you don't like.
So let me ask you a question. Now is this something you ever imagined you would have to do as a cosmetologist? Is literally fight for your right to, you've invested, you said you have several businesses. I mean, did you ever see this day coming? And then what do you say to cosmetologists who are like, girl, I gotta get these corns, I'm saying, hold your hair still kilo long. How are you gonna get them involved? And then I'm gonna show you, because we got receipts just in case y'all don't believe, because everybody, y'all, I see them all on social media looking all sexy. I'm like, but y'all went down there like Kay was down there looking sexy and taking numbers, okay? So, so speak to that. Number one, what do you say to those cosmetologists who says, well, I don't think I have to do that, or I don't think I can do that?
You must do that. It is not in any of our interests, not just cosmetologists, but the general public, your clients, people who come into salons. It is not in any of our interests to just sit by the wayside and allow this to happen. If you're not able to, everyone's not able to come to the Capitol, and that's okay. I don't mind getting up and speaking. I will do that for our industry. But at the same time, we also have a petition out. If you're not able to show up for that, show up for that. Sign the petition. It takes 2 minutes, if that, for you to just put in your email, your name, and sign and say no, that you're in agreement with us and you're standing with us and you're saying no to this bill. You can also send an email out to your representative, your Senate and your House representatives, and let them know that you want them to say no to SB 354. So this is happening in Georgia, but it's also happening across the nation. It's happening with us now in Georgia, but they have all states on their list, and this organization will not stop until they have what they want, and that is
now,
to.
do you have any backdrop? And I see we got some comments in the chat, so I'm going to bring some up in a few minutes. But do you have any background information on who are these people and where did they come from? Do you know anything about that? Can you name? Do you feel comfortable like naming who they are?
The Justice, I believe. Oh my goodness.
Institute.
Institute for Justice. That's
Okay.
it. The Institute for Justice. They were definitely they were there 2 days in a row. We were toe to toe with them in reference to this bill and what their beliefs are. They have said or have communicated to reel those in Black and brown communities that this will assist them and this will help them economically. However, the studies and statistics have been done and shown that Black hair care in our industry and our communities will be most affected by this. So with that being said, if you're trying to assist, whether it's intentional or not intentional, it is definitely going to have an adverse effect within the Black and brown communities economically.
Okay. All right. So we have that it's the Institute for Justice. What is their drive? Because a lot of people are going to want to know what do they want from the industry? Like, what's their push? And then Cheryl's going to come back behind and give your take on why they have that push. So what is their push? Like, what Like, what's their goal?
So on paper, their goal and their mission is to assist people who are, I would say, who don't have the access to education or funding for education, to have states make that more accessible for them, per se, in a nutshell. Their mission is to assist with helping people have more access and get into the workforce more easily.
Okay, and Cheryl, what's with the whole more easy thing? How do you think this? I know you don't speak for them, but you're good at looking at this. So can you just, and then Kay, your thing is uploading. So why that way? What's the whole easy thing? What's that all about? Is it hard to become a cosmetologist? I mean,
I'll admit, it's a dichotomy because, of course, the tuition is too expensive. Thank you, beauty schools. And so it's a compounded problem, and the client and the customer is going to suffer. Good hairstylists are going to be, I think, in more demand. The ones who have the education and have it, I think they're going to push clientele to authentic and certified and qualified and educators eventually. But at the end of the day, you understand it in theory. The problem is that politicians and legislators and lobbyists and special interest groups who are trying to get people to pay into Social Security, and that's a whole nother conversation. But everything's gonna suffer because of it. Hopefully, Kay and Kay Kendricks, president of the board in the state of Georgia, all professionals who can hold on to the best scholar and the best skills they have, I think it's going to be just a pipeline to people coming and wanting certified and authenticated and well-educated stylists.
All right, so they think they're doing something by kind of flooding it, but Cheryl says it's actually going to drive people up. So, Kay, this is my brother in the chat. I ain't got nothing to do with what he's saying, but here you go, Kay. He says, I'm not a stylist, Kay, but I don't think you need a license for shampoo. I mean, our ancestors did a good job for years and had good economic structure in the community. And then I got your clip of how you can, because we got receipts, and I see you, Auntie Hair Coach, is in the chat. We're gonna give you a big round of applause. But what do you say to people who say stuff like this? I don't think you really need a license to shampoo. And then, we did it. Our ancestors did it a long time ago when there was no such thing as cosmetology school. So take that away, Kay. And then I got your clip coming up.
So shampooing, I don't agree that we need a license just to shampoo, but this isn't just shampooing. This is blow drying, blow dry styling, utilizing hot tools, and trimming and makeup. So it's a little more than just shampooing. And I totally understand. We did a lot of things without being regulated hundreds of years ago.
But today, the coronavirus says, what you do at home. She said, what you do at home ain't what you do in the hair salon.
We're in a time where there are so many factors besides someone getting burned or, someone, life, diseases. There are so many factors that come into play when it comes to utilizing and going into a salon and performing any of those services. There's so much more than just the technique of what you're doing.
Yeah. So
it's ironic. It's ironic that the state of New York, I never forget, that's one of the reasons why they did say natural braiders and everybody needed a license because you were using water. And we all know that more diseases and airborne things live in water.
Ah.
And that was the main Jesus, they cannot seem to make up their mind. And I think they just need to just say what they're really after.
And that is?
It's economic.
All right. Okay. Well, let's hear what Kay had to say. Here we got receipts. Here we go. Here we go, guys. A minute of Kay. Want to know what's going on. Here we go, Kay. I got you.
Please look us up. We're called the Institute for Justice.
No, you work for them, so I want you to tell me who founded this.
A group of attorneys in the early 90s.
The attorneys have no experience, no knowledge, no type of education or training
Can I
when it
answer?
comes to master cosmetology. No, that's a question.
Yeah.
When it comes to master cosmetology, cosmetic science, or any type of degree or science when it comes to anatomy and skincare and hair.
Thanks for that question. Our attorneys are actually national leading experts when it comes to policy.
All right. So that was really, you were asking him a simple yes or no question, but he went into a diatribe about they were attorneys. Why were you not impressed that these were attorneys who are really, as you said, in writing, that they are really just trying to make it easier for people to get a job and who can't afford, to pay like you did to go to cosmetology school?
What was your question, Ladosha? I'm sorry.
I said, you wanted a simple yes or no to why they were doing what they were doing, right?
Right.
And so the question is, and you confronting him with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you want to take that route to just like break down like all the science? These are attorneys. Why did you not trust that these attorneys, these are supposed to be like me, who doesn't trust an attorney? So what was it about them that you were like, you was like, you don't have this, you don't have that. What, you didn't trust the attorneys?
Because, if you are on a tour of deregulation, and you don't have any expertise in the subject matter on any scale, how can you speak for an industry that has been in existence for so long? And your game plan is to recruit very young, very inexperienced men and women in cosmetology and barbering to be the front line to speak for you. So when I ask a question of who you work for, who is your founder, what is their philosophy, and you're going on this tour, you cannot answer that. As someone would say, something in the milk is not clean. You're something isn't right.
Well, I have a clip, and this is from one of you guys, politician, so you can hear what he had to say. Now, he does not represent the Institute for Justice, but just so you can get a backdrop of what they're saying in Georgia. Here we go, guys.
Lieutenant Governor and Republican leadership announced it was their priority to remove the red tape and get more people working. The bill's sponsor, Senator Larry Walker, looked for professions that couldn't harm anyone.
A professional working in a retail environment is not required to have a license. If they're working on a film set, they're not required to have a license. But if they're working if they wanted to open their own business and be a makeup artist for the general public, they are required to get a cosmetology license. So that really doesn't make sense to me.
What you talking about, Will?
All right. Once we lost Kay, I'm sure she'll be right back.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. So that was you guys, Senator Larry. I forgot his last name. Was it Smith? I think. So he's saying this pretty much the same thing the Institute for Justice is saying, is that it's an impediment. Like, these people need jobs. And so this is what they want. They want these people in Atlanta to become gainfully employed. That's what he said. And then you say to that.
Yes. We want you to work for $8 an hour and do blowouts for $10 is basically what they're saying. And another thing, because that was brought up again in a committee meeting, that you don't have to have a license to work in film. And that is not true in Georgia. As a person, a hairstylist in film, myself, you are required to have a license to perform hair services for film, whether you're in the union or you're not in the union. And that has been circulating throughout the Senate and the House, which I'm not certain why they don't know the law, but you do have to have a license.
Well, you surely set them straight in that during your testimony. You and Auntie Hair Coach, here she is in the chat. She has that to say. I would definitely like to give you a round of applause as well. Can we all give Auntie Hair Coach a big old fat round of applause, please? All right, this young lady, she was actually in the town hall, and she says, I want to be involved. I don't know where to go. How do I do this? And when I tell you, she showed up and showed out.
She did.
Yeah, she did the thing. And now, in case people, again, you got people online saying, we were there, we did this, we did that. I'm gonna show you. Here go the receipts, Kay. You ready? Here go. We got a couple of receipts so y'all can see who was really there. Look at that. There she is, the one and only. There's Kay Cantrell, the chair of the State Board of Barbering and Cosmetology in Georgia. I was the note taker. Okay, y'all know I had to document that history. Rashida Ali was the official photographer of the event. And then y'all know who was in charge, like getting us together. There she is, the Black American Princess, aka the Hair Oracle. And there's Auntie Hair Coach. And I forgot the young lady's name, Dr.
Tasha, Dr. Santressa with Weldon and Kevin Anthony.
And then we had Kevin Anthony. Yes, barber and cosmetologist. So they were all the disciplines were definitely represented there. There is Cheryl again talking to Auntie Hair Coach. Yes. And she really wanted to know and what we were doing. We were strategizing how we were going to give testimony because they kicked our asses that first morning. I mean, they ate us up, and Kay was like, I will be back. Kay was not playing, guys. Here we go again. There I am, the official note taker. All right, with my crumble bracelets on. And at the end of the day, Cheryl was like, come on, we ready for y'all. Now, all right. So that's what happened. So here's a clip, Cheryl. I want you to speak to this. And then also, if you could come back behind her, Kay, and give your take on what's happening, because there was a young lady who gave a testimony that YouTube really helped her become a great makeup artist. So check this out, and then Cheryl just come right behind it. You guys are gonna love this one. Here we go.
And I'm sorry, I had to switch it up on y'all because I shot the first part yesterday. Just quick question. So if somebody comes into your salon, right, and they're lifted to about a level 9, 10, and they say, oh, I want to get a perm, you know what I'm saying? Okay, great. Which perm would you use? Would you use an endothermic or an exothermic perm? Would you leave it on for 30 or 40 minutes? Don't worry, I'll wait while you answer that question. The answer to that question is go to school and get licensed, because everything that I just said was nonsense. And I know a few of y'all probably tried to answer that question. And I guarantee you, if you tried to answer that question, more than likely your client ain't got no more hair. Go to school and get your license.
Woo! How you like that, Kay? You like that one? I knew, sure. Now, sure, before you answer that, I want you to show everybody what they should be doing right now to help us change the narrative about deregulating the barber and cosmetology license. We have the one and only Kay Cantrell is in the chat giving y'all the huggy lowdown. Show them what they got to do right now to help us out. Watch this, guys. Show them, Cheryl. All right, Kay. You see how we rock it out over here, Kay? All right, right. Before Cheryl get our answer, can we please, if we could just be so kind? Oh, my computer ain't acting right. I want to give you another big round of applause, but we'll come back to that. So the chat is definitely, it's on fire tonight. I cannot thank you guys so much, and y'all being so nice with Miss Kay in the chat. So Cheryl, what about the pseudo science that's all up in
man, look,
because she said, and then I want you to come back behind, Kay. What do you think about learning about hair on YouTube per that video there?
I like the trick question, by the way. But what did I think about her saying go to school, or what was your question again?
Just the whole pseudo. She started with the endothermic and the they be on there like the 4C hair and the high porosity, low porosity, the absorption of the hair. Help people out because people believe this stuff. They believe that you can actually go on YouTube and learn this. So we're doing really good. So Cheryl, answer that. And then Kay, I want you to speak to that.
I'm gonna just right quick because I want to hear Kay's answer. But let me just say this. They don't foresee all the things that, because they don't have a career. They've either been shampoo girls. And to just answer, Mr. Maurice, I am, and I still do specialized clients. I never let anybody shampoo but me, because that is when you get to really see scalp, hair, and things of that nature. I never. But I will say this, Mr. Maurice, if you spend a lot of time in school and someone comes and undercuts, because shampoo is only a backdrop service. It's always a supportive service, and it's not the means to an end. The other stuff that's a means to an end, that is what they won't give them the license to do. So you already know they're going to be always in violation. They're always going to be breaking the rules. They're going to be looking behind their shoulder, because they're going to do things that, guess what? That's going to break the rules and break the laws. And it's just a bad situation. And I think politicians are just trying to deal with this economic. It's economic, and they don't really care about what happens to the client, unfortunately. And that's just
all right. All right, Kay. There's a lot of people, and I see some comments. The chat, oh my God, the chat is doing so good. So there are people who really, really feel like, I could just go on YouTube and watch and learn. And what do you have to say, Kay, to people who are just like, I don't know, I'm not going to school. I'm for the Institute for Justice. I'm for the state, Senator Larry in Georgia, and we can learn this stuff on YouTube.
If you want to know how to twirl a curl and be a hobbyist, you can go to YouTube. We are not hobbyists. We are career men and women. Not a hobby. This is not a side hustle. This is not just about technique. This is about thermodynamics. This is about anatomy of hair. So the things that people see with their eyes, that are not trained, that are not educated, that does not understand the science of what we do, has minimized what we do to a hairstyle. And we are more than that. And that is what my mission and those that are with me and standing for our industry are letting legislation, administration, and anyone know this is not a hobby for us. This is our career.
Well, I guess she told them. All right. Okay. All right.
Now, wait a minute. And wait a minute.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ain't hair care already DIY? DIY? It started DIY. I mean, what YouTube is not. I mean, learning something on a tutorial is not new. I don't.
Right. Here is Ernisa. We got this is definitely a bomb drop situation. Can you read that, Cheryl, while I look for the bomb right quick? Go ahead, Cheryl, break that down right quick for me.
Oh shit. Well, I'm just saying, black hair care started DIY. Do it yourself. What is YouTube is not, I mean, because at the end of the day, I can't tell a magistrate, well, I don't know what went wrong because I did it just like they did it on YouTube.
Now that's what Ernisa says. Deregulate legal counsel. Because y'all talk about deregulating daggone cosmetology, anyone should be able to be an attorney. If you are brave enough to hire them, they should be able to represent you in legal matters. And for that, I'm going to give you a what? Bomb. That's what I'm talking about. Come on through, Miss Ernisa. She said, I don't see y'all talking about, and you know what? When I had that little situation with Elliot Forehand, and that was one of his arguments. And I said, well, then you need to be, with the attorneys, then you need to be fighting for them and stay out of our lane, because I'm on Kay's side. This is not a hobby. This is actually a true professional career. So we are coming into the hour. So I want to tell everybody how it ended. But before we do that, can you tell us the difference between the HB 349 and Senate Bill 354, and what do you need them to do for Senate Bill 354?
So originally HB 349 was wanted to add 3 licensures to the already, I believe we have about 11 in the state of Georgia. So they wanted to add 3 to that in addition to mobile barbering. So with us going down there and letting legislation know what we are, who we are, what we do, and this is not a hobby. There is so much more to what we do than what's being seen on YouTube. They scratched over 700 lines of that bill. So those 3 licensures, that's out the window. We will not be adding those licenses. So now HB 349 just consists of mobile barbering and those lines for that.
Okay.
SB 354 is still in play. The House and the Senate has not voted on that yet. So what people can do is reach out to their House representative and their Senate. You can go online to legis.ga.gov. You'll go there and you'll look for your county, and then you'll hit contact that person and let them know that you want them to say no to SB 354 if you're in Georgia.
All right.
If you are not in Georgia, you can. I have partnered with several organizations. One is International Beauty Collective, and the website is INTL Beauty, BEAUTY Collective, COLLECTIVE.com. If you go on their website, you can also subscribe, and you can also they also have like three call of actions, which includes the petition, a link to legislation, and also where you can get more information.
Okay, I want to put that in the thing, in the ticker. So you said spell that again.
INTL.
INTL.
International Beauty Collective. Beauty, BEAUTY. Collective, COLLECTIVE.
All right. All right. So you can do that now. Of course, we are going to drop all of that information in the link. In the chat. after the video kind of uploads here. And so we just want you guys to know how much we appreciate you. But the fight is not over. Okay. We don't want them fragmenting these licenses, because like Cheryl said, if you give them a license to shampoo and blow dry, what's going to happen, Cheryl? Keep it 100. Just tell them.
Then they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get, the customers are going to pressure them. They're going to feel, of course, they got to do what they got to do. They got to make that bread. They're going to say, hey, I got to do what I got to do. And it's just opening up a whole nother category for us to go back and litigate and legislate, and then for them to eventually shut it down. And then hopefully that we also, as in the industry, and one of the reasons why we went down there in the first place is to join an organization and to get organized, because we can solve our own problems if politicians come to us and stop going to lobbyists. If they want to do something, they can do it very easily with an organization and a think tank that can allow them to get what? Then maybe we can compromise. Maybe they can go to school, but they also can have a committee of their peers to be able to see them through, get them into apprenticeship. There's all kind of innovative ideas to do that.
Yeah.
But to allow several hundred thousands of dollars to be paid and be fueled through lobbyists and special interest groups, because they didn't fly there for free, right? They're not going on tour for free. There's a lot of money that is, passing through hands and co-opting and commingling, and money that could be officially going and fueling the actual industry in and of itself to help them reach their goals. But of course, they could only be thinking of this kind of shit if it wasn't for the special interests.
Right.
So
Now,
they're not coming from the industry.
And Kay, can you tell them, because it's funny, Cheryl mentioned that they're not doing this for free. So can you share with everybody what you saw happen to those people who gave testimony from the Institute for Justice? Rashida took a picture, but Kay caught it. Tell them what you caught, to Cheryl's point.
Well, as we were saying, the legal world, allegedly.
Allegedly. See?
Allegedly.
Rashida, where's the picture at? Where's the picture at?
We didn't want to put it up there because we didn't know, but we have, just in case. Rashida took a picture. What did you see happen with that?
Yes, as soon as the committee made their decision and their witnesses finished giving their testimony, they all got big bags, big gift bags, not the little ones, big bag, a big gift bag of goodies, of gifts,
of hair, of blow dryers and hair shit.
Just for giving
their testimony,
their testimonies. And now I do have some snippets of their testimony. I don't want to keep you guys all night, but we are going to upload them here on Planet Pluto Pseudo. But what was the most interesting thing, Kay, that you heard out of those testimonies? Just share with them what those young ladies were speaking, what were giving testimony to on behalf of the Institute for Justice and Prosperity for Americans.
There was a couple that stood out. One was one young lady who was interestingly the mentee of one of our witnesses. She gave a testimony that she had a woman working with her that said that she could not afford to go to school, or could not go to school because she had to take care of her family, and it was, it wasn't in her best interest, or she didn't have the means to get her education. So she was working at the salon with her, up under her, so that she could obtain her licensure. Well, instead of being an apprentice, she wants to just blow dry and shampoo. So she's for the bill because she doesn't want to do anything besides blow drying and shampooing and curling hair.
And can I just throw in the owner of the hair salon made it abundantly clear it would be better for her to do it because she did not want to get carpal tunnel syndrome. So I hope you guys are seeing like what Kay is saying. This is not a hobby, guys. I mean, how do you say that? I mean, I don't even think. Anywho, go ahead. I'm just
right. And then the next woman, young lady, was a makeup artist who left a university as she was studying art, and she left the university and said that she wanted to pursue makeup, but she could not afford to go to cosmetology school for 9 months. So she left the university for 4 years. She didn't want to go to cosmetology school for 9 months. And as she continued to speak, the committee asked if she was doing work at that present time. She said she was. And the committee asked, does she have a license? She said she does not. So by law, she should have a license to practice cosmetology in any form, which includes makeup, which then she found herself in a pickle because.
And you should have seen their attorneys was like,
yes,
oh my
she
God.
said, yeah. She said, I'm out here hustling. I gotta get it. I'm out here hustling.
Let me say it the way she said it. Hold on. Kay being nice. She all bougie and shit. Here she go, y'all. Let me get a kilo long. See, Kay, you know that them pretty girls. Here she go. Here she go. Y'all. That's right. I'm out here hustling. I got to get these coins out here in these ATL streets. Them white folks was like, do tell, Negro. Do tell, because we're going to arrest your ass after this show. Okay? So, Kay being all nice, but y'all know how it went down, okay? She was like, yup, that's right. I sure did. I got to get these coins out here in these ATL streets. They were like, ATL? Is she talking about our Atlanta? Our Atlanta? I wish Kay Kendricks was here because they wanted to know, well, why are we doing this bill? Kay was like, can I please confer with my group back there? And we all was like, because they're doing it illegally. The hair coach, she was in there. The hair coach was like, I'm about to bop that. I'm telling you guys, it was just like, oh, okay. Give us one more. Any other money that just got your goal? One more.
Yes, the attorney, because they have allowed so many people, even their own witnesses, to get up and say that they could do hair and film without a license. And the attorney, the attorney was asked to come forward and tell the committee whether or not that was true. And he had to say, there's an exemption for makeup, but you do have to have a license to do hair in the state of Georgia on film. So that was one of the things that also that they utilize as ammo for their witnesses, and their witness even boost the attorney up.
Yeah.
Out there
and
speak.
They were
like, he knows.
Yeah,
he knows. And then he got up there and actually told the truth.
He couldn't deny it. He was like, you
do have to have a license.
He was like, let me, she being all nice. Here you go. Yes, sir. But Tara, George, could you tell me about the house again, George? He was like this. I'll wait. me and Auntie hair coach and Rashida, we was in the back like, you guys missed a wonderful. I'm telling you, we have to give Miss Kay Cantrell another super duper big round of applause because she never fell asleep on this situation. Here we go again. Woo! In the testimony, they said, we only want the people who didn't get a chance to testify to give testimony. So Cheryl and I, we was all like, can we write it? We write. Here go, okay. We put all our names on.
That's right.
We don't want to get kicked out. Kay was like, I said we're putting all our names. Me and Cheryl was like, put your name on the list. Now hurry, everybody shout a list. So Kay is this little girl, she is a serious. She said she has it in her DNA, but I just want to tell you guys it was an honor to work alongside her.
Absolutely.
This one was very focused. This was not a joke to her. This was not a joke. She really stood up. This one person, got everybody, and she what's that word I want to use? When you show an example, she exemplified true teamwork. She was there for everybody. She never left. She just stayed true to the core. She was very focused. Me, I was trying to I'm just taking notes, Kay, like you better not miss that one damn note. I'm like, very serious, but she was really about it. And I mean, that's just how it really went down. And like Rashida said, we all had 2 minutes. And Kay was like 2 minutes in and out. Get it?
No, that was Rashida. Rashida
yeah.
tell her, look, make sure.
Let me put a picture.
2 minutes. Oh, you mean
That's
a minute?
right.
Yeah, I don't mean a minute. 2 minutes. Damn, okay.
Y'all see Kay's face? See that hand up there? See her hand? That's right. Hand. See that hand? That's like, you bet not take over. Kay was not playing. Now,
my goodness,
and our dearly beloved Kevin, he wasn't listening to none we was talking about.
He brought it in though. He brought it in. So I know you guys are wondering what happened at the end. So I do have a clip. This is what happened. Now please stick around. Do not leave. I want you guys to really pay close attention to what happened at the end. I'm going to have Kay give a little backdrop to how the ending happened. So here it goes, guys. Please stick around. You're going to love this. I promise you guys to stick around. Here you go. Here's how it ended. Now you saw how it started. Here's how it ended.
We're here in Atlanta. I'm so excited. I can believe it. I feel like crying. We did it! Oh my God! Oh my God! They said, yo, this is what we're talking about.
So much who was it? You said just what you see ain't the whole story. I think you said that. It's so much deeper and so much more, and that's great. And it really hurts.
That's why I said we appreciate you for allowing us to speak up.
And that is great. But you know what I was thinking about when I was sitting there? This is how I was actually thinking. Boy, Madam C.J. Walker would be proud of you.
Yes.
We have a sing for it. You have a legacy.
All right, we got to give that situation a big round of applause, because I'm telling you right now, when somebody tells you that Madam CJ Walker would be proud of y'all, Kay, how did that make you feel when he said that?
Oh, it was so unexpected. It was so unexpected to hear him, because I know they worked really hard on that bill. They worked, Kate and Representative Al Williams, they worked really hard on that bill. And I know the reasoning behind them working hard on that bill as a defense for SB 354. And so I was really surprised, because after they scratched all of those, almost the entire bill, I would have thought that there would have been some type of feeling, ill feeling of dang, all of our hard work has gone out the window. But to hear and see them appreciate us coming forward and educating them, really giving them the information and letting them know that we're serious about our industry. In so many ways, our testimonies allow them to actually see that and see our passion, and every one of those committee members saw that. So for me to hear him come off of that podium and come to us and have share those words with us was definitely heartwarming.
Yeah. I tell you, when somebody says something like that, now tell them they really, initially they was like, nah, we're not gonna be here all night.
Mm-hmm.
At first they said we couldn't talk, because I text Cheryl, like, they said we can't even give testimony. They said, because we don't really allow that. And Kay was looking at that man like, but I think we're gonna allow. Kay was like, okay, now don't let me go. They were not going to let us give testimony, but Kay just had this look on her face. Oh, boo-boo kitty. We going to give some testimony. She just had that little prim and proper me. I'm like, oh, it's all down here now. And so they let us give this testimony. And we just want you guys to know that this is what happens when we look out for each other. Yes. Because we called Kay from Cleveland. And Kay was like, what are you guys talking about? My niece told me. Cheryl called Kay, and then Kay just hit the ground running. And I told her, she said, well, it already went through. I said, you know what? They came through Cleveland and the same thing happened. We're going to come there. And Cheryl, we gave her our word. We're going to stick this out with you guys. We think you guys can get a little pushback, no guarantee. And I just really, really, really want to commend you, because we don't see this happen in real life. And to Auntie Hair Coach, who green, she came in like they wore us down. We thought we were just going to be there for 2 hours. How long were we there for, Kay?
So we started the day, but Kevin got there about 7:30, 7:15. So we started the day before 8 a.m. And we concluded, I think their meeting adjourned around 8 o'clock p.m. So
10
we
hours.
started, over almost 12 hours.
Auntie Hair Coach.
Over 12 hours.
Actually. Yeah, I just gotta give. Can we all please give Auntie Hair Coach?
Tasha.
Really? Yeah, she's in the chat there. I'm gonna bring her up.
Yeah, over 12 hours.
She just came like literally with her passion, and she just was like, there she is. She like, boo, 12 hours.
Yes.
And she was like, I love y'all. I don't know where y'all going, but y'all got to get the hell up out of here. She was ready to go. But I just really want to commend you too, Auntie Hair Coach. She said she wanted to be involved. Kay, you're a wonderful, wonderful. I don't like to use the word leader, but I'm just going to say responsible leadership. You are very, very responsible, very focused. And Cheryl, before we wrap this up, anything you want to say to Miss Kay about the future? Because it's not over, guys. It is not over. It is not over.
Not.
So Cheryl, any closing thoughts on this whole thing here?
Well, one, I would like to say to my brother, because he was the only brother that was there. To Kevin, he hung out with the sisters all night and protected us, made sure that we was good, made sure we was cool, and I just really appreciated that. And secondly, after we give each other a pat on the back, and Ladosha, we just said we going down, right? We didn't really know what we were going to be doing, but that was not the point nonetheless. And this is how heirs act. We get a pat on the back, fine, but the inheritance is too rich. Too rich. And Ladosha, you gave my dad a promise. You did the film. We we're doing it. And I just wanted to just say I couldn't be with a better group of warriors. And I can't wait to speak to Kay and Tasha. Hey, you was just there. You were, you as people would say, you showed up. and you definitely, and I know that probably if whatever comes down the pike, if me and Ladosha don't get there, you and Tasha and Kay Kendricks, y'all got it, and whatever it is that you need from us, you have a consistent and undying commitment. And so thank you, sisters. This is how heirs act. We don't ask, we just go.
Yeah. We hear so much
Ew.
about, asking for a seat at the table. But Kay made it abundantly clear. We're not asking for a seat at a table, but we made both the table and the chairs. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for us, there would be no seat or a chair to actually sit at. You were very unapologetically, undeniably strong and fierce and very bold and very mighty. And so I just really want to thank you, from the bottom of my heart, because they really are trying to take away this industry. And Cheryl's father, Dr. Willie Morrow, he left a wonderful legacy. So you and Auntie Hair Coach Tasha, you guys are doing something very mighty on behalf of Joe Dudley, Olive Benson. We could go on for days, Dr. Willie Morrow, so many people that we don't even know.
Right.
Especially given Atlanta's history in hair, not just Black hair care, but around the world. Mm-hmm. And so I just really want to say thank you. And it's such an honor to have you on the show. And we hope that you can come back and keep us posted, whatever we need to do. Everybody, please sign and share the petition. Yeah. And so how can you're going to send the links and everything, right? You're going to give me the information to put the link. Is there anything else you would like for us to do to help Atlanta out?
Yes. So you can visit that website that's going across the screen, INTL Beauty Collective. It has the link to the petition there. So if if you don't have the link, it's on that website. Help, just stand with us, support us, whatever you are sharing, whatever you see us post, just share it. Make sure the word gets out. If you because if it's happening here, it could be happening in your state next, and you're going to need the help, and we're going to be here to help you when you need it. So make sure you keep in touch. You can follow me on Instagram at naturally Kay Cantrell. And at the end of the day, you can always DM me. Our tribe, our team, we are here to help in any way. And if they're on tour, we're on tour too. So that's how we have to roll. How we have to roll through this. So pull up if you're in the A, because we're still fighting this bill.
That looks amazing. Man, that looks amazing, man.
Yeah, it was absolutely wonderful.
Great pictures, Rashida.
Yes, Rashida says she will be there to also, continue to take pictures and leave receipts, because there's a lot of people. I see them on social media. I ain't gonna say no names, but I am Barber and Beauty Politics. Hey, I gotta do that.
Absolutely.
Now y'all gotta watch out. Watch out for these people out here collecting money. Do not give money to these people who in the last hour were not there. It's okay to take pictures and put your posters up, but these young ladies for 12 hours, and y'all know we ain't had no good food, but at the end we did go get some good food. But anywho,
right, and that's not the only time. Like, I've been up there several days by myself, at the Capitol, just making sure, looking at what's on the dot, what's up on the calendar, what's coming up next. So we all can do the same. Like, everyone can be involved. If you call me, DM me, I'll pull up with you. You just reach out. So
and I'm going to show you guys a picture of what could happen. You never know.
Oh my
There
goodness.
it is. Here is a state representative that's running for office here in Ohio. He's actually in our district. His name is Elliot Forehand, State Representative Elliot Forehand, and we had our opposite beliefs, and it came to a big old head. But at the end of the day, you know what we did? we got together, like Cheryl said, and we solved our own problems, and we were able to propose. We haven't been able to introduce it because it hasn't got to that point yet, but there's the bill. It's the Textured Hair Science Bill. So there we have, we actually wrote it, Cheryl, myself, and former state representative Shirley Smith. And so there he is proposing it, and hopefully in the near future, he'll actually be able to actually introduce it. All right. So Elliot Forehand, we talk about these politicians out here. You never know, Kay. On the other side, and you saw what happened. Al Williams and them was like, but at the end, they may just say, let you solve your own problems. What can we do? And so there are some good politicians. They may, but there is some good people out here. So I just wanted to show you that it can happen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So keep fighting the good fight. And I think that's it. We appreciate every single person in the chat. Auntie Hair Coach. She is on Instagram. You can find her at Auntie Hair Coach, and her name is Tasha. And so she's a phenomenal young lady. So make sure you guys go follow these two ladies on Instagram. And then she said, feel free to DM her. And at the end of the day, I think that's it. And you know what we say when we're always signing out, right?
Well,
you
before
ready?
we go
ahead. Okay.
The two of you, Cheryl and Ladosha.
Ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for showing up. I know, like you said, you didn't know what you were walking into. You thought you would come in for one thing and you end up staying for another. Thank you. Thank you. I almost asked Cheryl to change her flight.
That's right. That's right. Wait a minute. And I was like,
She was thinking about it. I'm like, listen.
Like, is it anyway? Yeah, it was just, no, we should really be thanking you for real. I mean, we appreciate it, but you really stood up there. And I when I hear, I'm gonna be like, no, you were not there. And I was there. And so in the history books, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, no, we got proof. And so we just want to thank you, and how we close it out. To anybody in your state, they're coming. I hear people say Florida is next. So Florida, they're coming your way. I hear people, I see the chats. They're saying that they're trying to bring that to Florida. And Kay said they're coming across the United States. Cheryl has seen the whole gamut. She told the guy 30 years ago. So we knew to this. Cheryl is definitely true. She saw it go down in the beginning. And she just said, he got it. You got it wrong, sir. And so stick around and stay with us here on Planet Pluto Pseudo to get more of the facts about what's happening in the professional world of barbering, cosmetology, natural hairstyling, and all the hair aficionados. And tonight it was all about Georgia and their barbering and cosmetology license with the wonderful Miss Kay Cantrell. And you know what we say when we're always signing out right here, right? We say good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Y'all have a good night. See you guys on Monday. All right. Thanks, Kay. Thank you so much.